she came up with this, so it might mean something different to her, or she might have her own different take with it. But for me personally, when I hear that, that's very powerful, because you know, you're talking to people every day. So, you know, where are you going with these conversations that you have with people? You know, are you just talking with people like, okay, Bad and Bougie, you know, all these little stupid songs, and you guys are just going around in that stupid circle with everything that's going on in these songs? Or are you talking to people? You know, are you really talking to them? Are you asking them about their life experiences? Are you gaining something from them that you can use to better yourself? You know, where are you going with these conversations? You know, look at your circle. Who's in your circle right now? What are they doing? What are they doing with them, with their lives? They did a study that you make within 2,000 to 3,000 of the people that you hang around. So, you know, you don't have to use that as a determining factor to weed out all your friends or people that you think are your friends, but, you know, really take the time to look at that, to look at the people that are around you, look at the people that are in your life, whether it's your family members, you know, your mother and your father. You know, we can only do things that we've been taught, things that we've been taught at home. That's where it all starts. It all starts at home. You know, if you have a home where your mother and father aren't very loving, they argue, they fight, they yell at each other, they cuss, you know, they don't teach you anything, you know, 9 times out of 10, when you grow up, when you get a relationship, you know, you might be saying, hey, I'm not going to be like my parents, you know, I'm not going to be like my dad, I'm not going to abuse my lady, I'm not going to yell at her, I'm not going to cuss at her. But when you get older and you're actually in a relationship, you may not think you're doing it, but you may subconsciously be actually abusing your spouse or arguing with your spouse the way that your parents have done. So, you know, it all starts at home. Just take the time to think about your past. You know, you can't know where you're going until you know where you've been. So, you know, look at your past. Look at what went on at home. What was your home situation? What was your situation with your parents? You know, what were your past experiences? You know, what were some things that you may have said when you were younger that could contribute to how you are today? You know, things that are hard for you to break, habits where you smoke or you drink or you cuss or you have trust issues, loyalty issues, you know, you cheat. You know, take a second to look back within yourself and your past, and, you know, look back on those experiences. Try to ask yourself, why am I the way I am? You know, what got me here? You know, who was I when I was in school? What are things that I used to do that I don't no longer do? Why don't I do those things? Take the second to look within yourself to answer those questions, because it might lead to a greater realization that something that happened from your past is determining how you're acting now. And once you make that realization, you can make that change. Divine also said, each day better yourself, because that leads to the most fulfillment. I kind of ad-libbed it a little bit because I'm on the spot right now, and I'm trying to bring it up, but that's very true. Because if you wake up each day trying to better yourself, you know, you're already fulfilling yourself. You're already leading to your own happiness, because you're making a change. You're contributing to bettering yourself. So, you know, wake up each day. Is there something that was hard for you the day before? You know, was it something that kept popping into your head? Maybe an ex, something that happened between you and your girl now, something that happened between you and your parents. You know, you guys argue, you said something that you regret. You know, look within yourself to make that change. What caused it? Go about trying to fix that cause. You know, talk to your parent, talk to your friend. You know, if you have an ex, talk to that ex. You know, if you have questions, you know, see what's going on. Like, hey, you know, what's going on? What, blah 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 blah. Whatever question that you have, or whatever, why they're in your head or something, or whatever happened with your parent and your spouse. You know, talk about it. You know, be there for each other, and always look to fulfill your life. That's solid advice. And only bring around quality people in your life. Don't just hang around everybody. Everybody's not good for you. You know, if you have people who do drugs and want to gang bang and cuss all the time, call women bees and hoes and all this kind of stuff, 9 times out of 10, you might pick up on that whether you think about it or not. You know, if you're away from those people, you might not act like that, but what happens when you get around those people? Have you ever thought to look at yourself when you're around them? Take the chance to just interact with them, and then you say something, you're like, man, why did I say that? I don't talk like that. Maybe it's just the people that you're around. Change the people that you're around. You know, you can't change somebody else. You can't force somebody else to want to be something, because it's a full-time job changing yourself. You know, think about all the goals and stuff that we set for New Year's, and we wake up one day, you know what, I'm about to start working out Monday. It's the beginning of the week. I'm gonna start Monday. That way I can work Monday. I can work out Monday, off day Tuesday, work out Wednesday, off day Thursday, work out Friday. Take the weekend off. I can do it, but then Monday comes around, you don't do it. You're like, you know what, I'll just do it Tuesday. I'll do it Tuesday, I'll do it Wednesday, then I can take a break Thursday. You know, you keep putting it off, and you keep putting it off, and it's like, how can you want to change somebody else? You know, you can't change somebody else. You can't even change yourself. You know, it's a full-time job just trying to say, hey, I need to do this. I need to stop drinking alcohol. I need to stop eating sweet stuff. I need to stop eating a bunch of candy. I need to stop drinking a bunch of soda. I need to start drinking more water. I need to eat better food. I need to eat more greens. I need to eat more not vitamins, more protein, or more nuts, you know, if you're working out, or, you know, whatever your goals that you're trying to set for yourself. And you can, but you may not accomplish those goals. So you can't try to change somebody else that may be somebody you like, somebody you really care about, somebody you've been with your whole life. And, you know, experience wise and longevity, you guys have been together for a long time, and you may like this person, but if that person isn't willing to change, isn't willing to want to change, isn't willing to stick it out and go through the hard times and try to force themselves to change, not force themselves, I mean, like, want to change and continue that fight to change. If they don't want to do that, and they just want to argue with you and just like, oh, whatever, I'm not changing, I'm okay, and then they don't want to help you out, you know, you can't help them out. You can't force them to change. You know, you can't even force yourself to change. So, you know, if somebody's in your life and you're trying to get them to change and they're not doing it, then get out of there. You know, there's nothing wrong with loving somebody and helping somebody from a distance. You know, that's natural. That's actually very healthy, because if you try to inject yourself into it 100%, you know, you're hurting yourself, because you're like, man, I see the potential within you, but I can't reach you, and it's stressing me out because it's draining me. You know, I got to take care of the kids. I got to do this and that. I got to pay these bills, and you're not really helping out, but you don't want to get a job. You just want to sit here and smoke and do drugs and hang out with your friends and then bring them back, and then I ask you to watch the kids for 2 seconds so I can clean, and you say, babe, I'm tired. You know, look at that. You know, don't settle for that. You know, you're doing it on your own already. Proof is in the pudding. You know, why do you need that other person there? Then you ask yourselves, why do I want this person here? Am I afraid of being alone? Am I afraid of being alone? Do I not want this person to be with somebody else? Is this all I really know? That's why I said look at your past. You know, is it how your parents were? Is it how your brothers and sisters were growing up? You know, it could be a lot of things contributing to why you're in the situations that you're in now. You know, why do you have a good relationship and you leave it for something that's unapparent or something that's not good? You know, it could be a history of bad relationships that you have that you unknowingly put up a guard. You know, you lost that trust for certain people, so when something good comes along, you no longer see that good. You see the good, but you see the relationship going in a negative direction. Like, you're like, okay, well, this person is really good, but all the relationships I've been have been really good, and they end up cheating on me, or they end up doing something to me, or they end up lying to me. So then you start to look at that person as a liar, or you're like, okay, you don't deserve me. Like, no, that person does deserve you, but you're bringing negativity into the relationship by saying that they don't deserve you. So you're already implanting that negativity in their head, like, no, you don't deserve me. You deserve better. You should be with somebody else who's better. So when they do cheat on you, then you want to get offended. Then you want to be like, why would you do this to me? Well, you implanted that negativity in their head, so there's only so many times somebody can hear it before they subconsciously act on it. You know, that's subconscious abuse, psychological abuse, intellectual abuse. There's a lot of different forms of abuse that I can go into, but I'm not gonna go into that right now. I'm kind of everywhere right now, but I'm trying to rein it all in at the same time. So yeah, just embrace every day, and you never know where each day leads you. Wake up each day feeling blessed. Wake up each day feeling thankful. You know, don't chase materialistic things. Don't chase money. Money is not everything, you know. Money does not buy your happiness. Yes, money can open the doors to happiness. So in a way, money buys happiness, but money isn't happiness, you know. So like for me, for instance, I could give a damn less about money. I don't care about money. Money for me is irrelevant, you know. As long as I have enough to take care of the bills, take care of my family, and take care of my kids, that's all I care about. Anything else is a luxury. You know, I don't need money to be happy. I'm happy without money. Everything that I have of value to myself is either in my trunk or in my life, which is my 2 kids and my best friend. And you know, money can't replace them. They're irreplaceable, you know. Family members, they're irreplaceable. Loved ones, they're irreplaceable. You don't ever chase money, because once you start chasing money once, that's all you'll start doing is chasing money. Money, 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 money. You get this job, okay, I got this job, I make $2,000 a month. Pretty soon, $2,000 a month, that's not enough for you. So then you need another job, or you need to work up and you making $2,500 a month. Okay, an extra $500. Okay, cool. This is good. This is good. This is good. Nah, it's not enough. Now I want this expensive car. Now I want these expensive clothes. Now I want these expensive shoes. I want the newest phone that costs $2,000. You know, I want the most expensive house, the most expensive refrigerator. Pretty soon, you're buying all these materialistic things because all you're doing is chasing money. You're not chasing your happiness. You're not chasing your dreams. You chase your dreams and your happiness, and you realize what you came from. You're more content with what you have and what you acquire. You know the value of the money that you do acquire. You won't spend it as frivolously as you're doing now. You'll actually appreciate it. You know, look back to when you were young. You know, 9 times out of 10, not everybody is going to be born with the silver spoon in their mouth like Donald Trump. And I just threw that out there. I'm not going to get political or anything. I don't care about politics. Politics is irrelevant, just like presidency, but not everybody was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, you know? Look back to when you were young, and this is why I say everything starts when you're young. It starts at home. It really does. You know, look at what you had when you were younger. Look at the living style that you had. For me, I stayed in Apple Valley, and we stayed in a 3-bedroom. We stayed in a 3-bedroom single story in the desert, so we didn't have grass, so I would always have to do the weeds in the backyard. We had one of those ginormous backyards, so it was always hot. By the time I'm out there and I'm working, I'm young, you know. I didn't have the discipline that a buddy of mine, Denny, had. Denny had, like, he was mad disciplined. Even if he didn't like doing something, he did it because that's how disciplined he was. And you know, I would always admire him. I would always look up to him. You know, I still do now, whether he knows it or not. And you know, he's always been this person where he fights. Yeah, see, he fights for what he believes in, no matter what. It doesn't matter if the odds are against him. It doesn't matter if he has like a 1% chance of winning. He's going to go about doing it. Why? Because that's what he believes in. He does what he believes in. You know, he stands up for those that he sees that are treated wrong. You know, he has a goal in his mind. He goes about going about it. he goes about going about it. Wow. He goes about getting it done. It doesn't matter if he has to break all the bones in his body to do it, he'll do it. And, you know, that's attributed to his success now and why he is the way he is and why, you know, he can leave that role model and that experience to his son that he has now. And it all came from his experience at home. You know, it came from not only his own determination and, you know, through the things that he's been through, but also through his father. And, you know, his dad is a real good man. You know, his dad, you know, pushed those things on him, not in a bad way, like, you know, hey, you got to do this, but, you know, his dad knew that, you know, without discipline, you don't have anything. You know, without discipline, all you're going to be saying your whole life is, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Oh, that looks nice. But without discipline, you're not going to say, hey, I want to do this. No way, I can do this, so I will do this. You're going to always, it's always going to be